Hi, I'm Andy, one of the leaders at Hill City Church, and in this 5-minute video we're just going to look at the 6 steps for you to return to Hill City Sunday services. So step number 1 is that you need to book. The first thing you need to do is book seats for you and your household online. Now if for whatever reason you're not able to book online, we'd suggest that you contact your gospel community leader and ask them to book a place for you. The booking website is hillcitychurch.eventbrite.co.uk. Once you're there, you'll see Sunday morning service, and you need to click through to the Sunday morning services events page. Then click the select a date orange button and choose the next available Sunday service. Click the orange tickets button to go to the tickets page, where you'll be asked to choose how many seats you would like to reserve. Choose the number of seats for you and any others with you, and then click the orange register button. You'll be asked to fill out a form with some basic details, and once you've done that, click register and your tickets will be sorted. We would ask that you don't make plans to attend a Sunday service or book tickets if you or any others in your household are deemed high risk due to age or health factors, are currently isolating due to contact tracing, are awaiting a COVID test result or have actually received a positive COVID test result, or if you're experiencing any of the COVID symptoms, a continuous new cough, a high temperature, or a sudden loss of taste or smell. If you do book a place and then for whatever reason you're not able to attend, please do help others out by cancelling that place, either by doing that online through Eventbrite or contacting your gospel community leader. So Sunday's here and you're ready to head to church, but before you zoom off in your car, there's a few things you need to remember to bring. First of all, warm clothes. Bring warm clothes. We'll be ventilating the building before using it, so it may get a little bit chilly, and you know Emmaus. Second thing, a face mask. For anyone over the age of 11, you'll need to wear a face mask at all times while you're at Emmaus, so make sure you bring your own face mask. Third thing, a Bible. We can't unfortunately give you Bibles at church at the moment in order to reduce the risk of spreading infection, so make sure you bring your own Bible, and it doesn't have to be as big as this one. Fourthly, there aren't going to be any refreshments or drinks served after the service, so if you think you might get thirsty, bring your own bottle. And then finally, the fifth thing you might want to bring is if you've got kids, it may be worth bringing some age-appropriate books or some kind of toys that they can keep themselves amused during the sermon. So as you arrive at Emmaus, you will need to put your face mask on, but for the purposes of this video, I'm going to keep it off so you can actually hear me. The first thing you need to do is queue when you get here. Now we put a one-way system in place with the chapel building, so you'll need to head down towards the cafe hall. So that's what I'm going to do now. At the end of this walkway, a welcomer will greet you, and depending on where you've been seated, whether you're in the cafe hall or in the chapel, you'll be directed either to this door through into the cafe hall or into the chapel through there. But first, there's a few things we need to go over. When it's your turn to enter the building, the welcomer will ask you first how you're feeling. Of course, they're interested in how you're really doing, but they're also checking to see if you've got any of the COVID symptoms. So if you have a new continuous cough, a high temperature, or a loss of taste or smell, unfortunately you won't be allowed into the building and you'll have to go home. But hopefully you pass the test, in which case you'll be reminded to put that face mask on, if you haven't already got it on, to hand sanitize to make sure that your hands are nice and clean, and then you'll be ticked off a register and invited to go and take your seat inside the building. Once you're inside, if you find your seat, it should be labelled with your name or the name of your household. So take a seat, relax, and enjoy the service. Of course, the service is going to look slightly different to normal. Everyone over the age of 11 will be wearing a face mask. We're not allowed to yet sing as a congregation, And we'll also be projecting those at home up on the screen via Zoom. And of course, depending on who's actually booked to be here on any Sunday, the layout of the chairs might be completely different. But one thing for families to make use of is we put these wipe down mats on the floors so that your kids can do some colouring or play with their toys if they wish while the service is happening. Those of you who have been to Emmaus before will know we do have a toilet out in the cafe hall, but we are advising that you only use it if absolutely necessary. Once you've finished using the toilet, if you can just wipe down any of the surfaces which you've touched using the antibacterial wipes provided. So, the service is now over, and the person who welcomed you will now dismiss the congregation row by row, starting from the back. So when it's your turn to leave, stand up and make your way out of the front door of the chapel. Unfortunately, we're not allowed to have refreshments or socialising afterwards, so if you're able to leave promptly, that would help us and help keep you safe. We will see you next time at Hill City Church.